Da, 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 da. All right, there we go. Mute that. All righty, my friends. All righty, my friends. I am feeling feisty today, a little feisty, and I'll tell you why I'm feeling feisty. I'll tell you why. I'm feeling feisty because there's a lack of sleep going on. There's definitely a lack of sleep going on. I did not sleep that good last night, which is kind of weird, but it happened, so it is what it is. But we're going to spit fire. We're going to talk truth today. We're going to talk truth. I'm going to get real with you guys today. And it should be very beneficial for you. That is the whole point. That is the whole goal here. So I know back on Tuesday was a little bit of a rant. I was on my soapbox a little bit. So we're going to have some flavors of that today, but I'm going to tell you why we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about today, because I've been listening to a lot of Jim Rohn. And as we talk about, and as we say almost every single day here, right? You got to work on you. You got to work on your mindset and your attitude literally every single day, right? And that is something that I am committed to each and every single day. I don't just say it because it's cool. I actually do it myself. And I hope you guys realize that about me and the people here in our team and everything we offer you guys. Like, none of this stuff, we don't tell you guys because it's cool or it's trendy or whatever. It's like we tell you guys this stuff because we do it ourselves, because we like to lead from the front and lead by example. So, as an example, I'll even show you guys right now. By the way, push notification sent out. You guys should see that coming your way in a second. Like this right here. This is what I was listening to this morning, which is there's the push notification, comment push, once you guys see that. This is what I was literally listening to this morning, which is kind of inspiring what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. So comment push, if you guys got the push notification. I'm going to drop the everyone tag right now. I can see Bill already did that. Awesome. Thank you, Bill. Okay. Join us live now. Okay. So do me a favor, comment push if you guys got that. What I did is I created a little playlist over here. But specifically, when I was listening to this guy right here, his name is Jim Rohn. All right. Jim Rohn is awesome. If you guys know who Jim is, if you guys know who Jim Rohn is, comment Jim down below. Let me know. Drop that in there. Okay. Let me make sure you guys are awake. Do me a favor. Give me any comment down below. Give me any comment. If you pop in here, just comment the word any. Comment hello. Comment what city, state, town, country you're tuning in from. Just give me something. Let's get the algorithm going. Let's wake everybody up. Let's get rocking. Let's get rolling. Let's make this a super awesome, positive, driven, motivational, awesome day. How's that sound? Let's get this rocking, okay? So a lot of you guys know Jim. Okay, awesome. Jim is the man. I think out of all of the personal development that I listen to, read, whatever, Jim is like easy top 3, maybe number 1. I go back and forth, okay? So Michigan in the house, Utah in the house, more Utah in the house. Cool. Myrtle Beach in the house. What's up? Coffee in the house. What's up? Okay. So when I heard, and this is the beauty, guys. This is the beauty about, like, sometimes all it takes is one word, one phrase, one sentence, one small grouping of words put together in a very specific way that can literally just completely change the outcome of your day. And that's exactly what is happening right now. That's exactly what happened today, because I woke up today like for whatever crazy reason, I did not sleep that well at all last night. I must have woken up 57 times, and I thought today was going to be like, just like head down, like barely getting by. I'll write some emails, I might record a video, and then I'm just like, And I came in the office, grabbed my coffee, started listening to some Jim Rohn, and then I heard something, and I was like, oh man, that's so good. That is so good. And now it's like I have this energy. I just have this like outlook. I'm looking outside today, sunny, 70, beautiful, already got a sale overnight. Like, sales are pumping, sales are awesome. Like, just It doesn't need to be a down day. It doesn't need to be a tired day. It doesn't need to be a struggle day. You know what I mean? It can be a good day, and sometimes all it takes is one little thing. Now, sometimes all it takes is one little thing to make your day suck. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. If that's happened to you, comment the word suck. Come on, everybody comment suck, right? But you guys have all been there, right? But it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to suck, right? It doesn't have to. So check this out. I was listening to Jim this morning, and he specifically said, he was talking about philosophy. Now, we all have, whether you guys want to realize this or not, you all have your own personal philosophy. And I'm gonna explain this to you, and I want you to, like, whatever you're doing right now, I know some of you guys might be at your job, you might be in your cubicle, you might be working from home, you might be pretending like you're working, I don't know. But I want you to pay close attention to what I'm going to share with you, because this is important. And this is what got me going this morning. This is what I was like, damn. And I want you right now to be like, damn. Okay. So comment that down below. I don't know if that's a curse word for you or not, but it's really not. You can spell it so it's not, like a beaver dam. Just comment damn down below. Comment damn. And you can even say it like that. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So Jim was talking about your own personal philosophy. We all have our own personal philosophy. And this is how I want you to think about it. However, whatever your outlook is on life, okay, that outlook, that personal philosophy, how you see things, affects your day-to-day decisions. This is going to get good, so please pay attention. Your personal philosophy, your outlook, how you see your business, how you see your personal life, how you balance, how you create your own work-life balance, why you do the things that you do, the action that you take, the action that you don't take, is all based on your personal philosophy. And you are where you are right now because of your personal philosophy and the decisions that you have made over time. Okay? You are where you're at right now in your life, in your business, in your personal life. The money in your bank account is all what it is because of the decisions that you have made. Some of those decisions might have been not too long ago. Some of those decisions might have been little mini decisions that you've made over time, over and over and over and over and over again. And you are where you are because of the decisions that you have made. Does that make sense? Comment makes sense. And this morning, Jim was talking about his personal philosophy, and he was talking about how, he started working when he was 18 years old. And by the time he got to 25 years old, okay, I'm going to spell it out for you. I'm going to tell the Jim Rohn story. If you guys don't know the Jim Rohn story, I'm going to tell you guys this, okay? So again, comment makes sense. That makes sense. Comment makes sense. I want you guys to understand this. When Jim Rohn was 25, okay, got a job full-time, and then into his 20s, he got married, he had kids, bought a house, did the typical American thing. By the time he was 25, he was broke financially. He was struggling. He owed so much debt. He had creditors were calling him every single day looking for money based on the money that he owed. And he was not in a good place in his life. And it was all based on his personal philosophy. So if he was broke, and he'll tell you this in his, literally in this video right here, okay, in this video right here, he will literally tell you his story and tell you how by the age of 25, he was broke, creditors calling, he had a horrible philosophy, and he would blame, and you guys comment the word blame if you blame others for where you are at. And this is very common. Most of us do it. This is very common, okay? And Jim Rohn was doing the same exact thing. He was blaming other people for where he was in his life based on the decisions that he had made. Okay? He was blaming the government. He was blaming taxes, blaming society, blaming the news, blaming everybody but himself. And even to this day, and that was 40 years ago, and even to this day, we often find ourselves blaming other people for our own situations, our own circumstances. You're broke. It's not somebody else's fault. It's your fault. You know, if you don't like where you're at in business, those are your decisions. If you don't like the sales that you're not getting, your decision. If you don't like the amount of money that's in or not in your bank account, based on your decisions. You are where you are right now because of the decisions that you have made over time. So here's what happened to Jim. So from 18 to 25, so 7 years, okay? 7 years, Jim had a horrible philosophy. Okay? He had a horrible philosophy. He had a horrible outlook. And he blamed everybody around him for where he was. And at the age of 25, he met one guy. And this one guy changed his life. By the time Jim got to age 30, 5 years later, he was a multimillionaire. What happened? He changed his philosophy. He changed his outlook. What did he start doing? And this is going to tie into everything that we always talk about here. What did he start doing between 25 when he was dead broke and owed a ton of money to the government and the time he was 30 and he was a multimillionaire? What did he do? He changed his philosophy. He invested in himself every single day, and he learned discipline and he learned personal development. He learned and discovered that his decisions that he did every single day compounded and added up over time. And that led him to where he was when he was 25. Those decisions added up over time and led him to being broke. And I have people that reach out to me all the time. And it's hard to, when someone's broke, and I don't just mean broke in the bank. I mean broke mentally. When someone is broken, you can't just fix that. It doesn't just fix right away. It doesn't just fix itself right away. You don't just suddenly get better. You have to work at it. You have to work at it. And that's why I've shared this book with you 1,000 times, The Compound Effect. Okay? And if you guys have already read this, go read it again. Go read it again. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. You can go to YouTube. You can listen to it for free. Okay? The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. This is exactly what we're talking about right now. This is exactly what I listened to this morning that is inspiring what I'm talking about right now. The things you do each and every single day add up over time, and you might not realize it. You might not realize that if you half-ass your business today, that's no big deal. And then tomorrow you half-ass a little more, and then you half-ass a little more, and then you half-ass a little more. And then the next thing you know, a week, a month, 60 days, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months goes by, and you're like, this business just isn't working. And sometimes for some of you guys, that's hours. It's not even months, it's hours. You're like, this doesn't work. Well, no, the business works. The business works. Some of us are getting dozens of sales this week. Dozens. Some of us are getting dozens of sales this week. And some of you guys are like, oh, there's no sales. Nope, they're there. They're there. Personal philosophy, decisions that you make each and every single day. They add up over time. So I want you to think about this. Let's look at it in a different light. We all know that health is everything. Your health, if you don't have your health, what do you have? Nothing, right? If you ate a Hershey bar a day, if you ate a candy bar a day, when you eat it today, it might not seem so bad. Eat it tomorrow, it might not seem so bad. Eat it the next day, it might not seem so bad. After 30 days, that's going to add up. After 2 months, yikes. After 6 months of eating a candy bar a day, or like what if you ate McDonald's drive-through or Taco Bell drive-through 5 times a week? That shit's going to catch up to you. It might not seem so bad right now. It might not seem so bad next week, next month, but I can guarantee you that that's going to catch up to you. Now, flip it around. What if you had smarter eating choices and you ate an apple a day? You guys have all heard that phrase, right? An apple a day, what? Finish that phrase. An apple a day. That's made it to Utah, right? That's made it to Chicago, right? You guys have heard that phrase, an apple a day, what? Finish that. And if you ate an apple a day or you ate a salad a day, maybe instead of doing McDonald's, you ate a salad for lunch, and you did that every single day, would you be feeling better over time? Would you be increasing your health over time? Right? I appreciate some of the comments coming in here too. Yeah, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? You guys, that's made it to your neck of the woods, right? Shannon says, I made excuses, hang on a second, too many comments coming. I made excuses and blamed other circumstances, but ultimately I know it rides on me. Yeah, 100%. Teresa says, I know I have played the blame game, but I know with lots of personal development, where did it go? Development, changing the mindset is critical. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. So I want you guys to think about, like, this couldn't be any more true, guys, okay? You are where you are right now in your business, in your life, in your relationships, in everything, every single aspect of your life. I'm not just talking about literally like, you know, I'm not just talking about the funnel team. I'm not just talking about my econ. You are in your life right now where you are simply because of the decisions that you've made over time. Now, here's the best part. We'll wrap it all, we'll pull it all together. If you don't like where you're at right now, you have the ability to change that. Okay? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to comment down below, I am capable. Okay? Comment, I am capable. And you could fill that in with whatever you want. I am capable of building a successful business. I am capable of building an amazing relationship with my children. I am capable of building an amazing relationship with my parents. I am capable of having beautiful friendships. I am capable of whatever you want it to be. And it all starts with making sound decisions, changing your personal philosophy, working on your mindset and your attitude, and doing and making those solid, sound, positive decisions every single day. Because the alternative is you don't. The alternative is you don't like where you're at right now. And again, I see this all the time where people reach out to me and they're like, I'm broke. I mean, like, I don't understand this right here. And this is where I've said this 100 times, guys, like when someone is broken mentally, please understand this. It is not your job to fix them. And I'm going to give you guys a perfect example of this. It is not your job to fix them. Okay. When someone is broken mentally, like let's say someone reaches out to me. All right. And this is real life. You guys will experience this too. Someone reaches out to me, they send me a text message, they watch one of my short form videos, either on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, wherever. They watch one of my videos, they reach out to me, they text me, they're like, hey, I'm interested. I want to make money online. Yeah. And I was like, cool, here's my link. Or I say, cool, here's my video, here's my tutorial. And then they watch it, and then they learn that it's $25 or $100 or whatever it is to sign up. And they're so broke mentally, more mentally than physically, guys, more mentally. They're so broke. They're like, I would love to start, but I don't have the money. And I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, you're a grown ass adult in life, somehow surviving in the world. and you don't have $25 to invest into yourself. Think about this. If someone's in a mental, it's not their bank account. I promise you it's not their bank account. When someone's in a mental place that they don't have $25 to invest into their self, to change their situation, when someone is in that mental place, you can't fix that. So for me, when I see that, when someone texts that to me, you know what I do? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you would do. And then I'll tell you what I would do. Put in the comments right now. Let's say someone reaches out to you. They're like, hey, Shannon. Hey, Beth. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Dale. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Celeste. I really want to get started in your business, but I don't have the money to get started. What do you say? What is your response? And then I'll tell you exactly what I do. What is your response when that happens? When someone says, I'd love to get started, but I don't have the money. I'm broke. Will you pay for me to get started and then I'll pay you back after I make money? Any of those responses, what would you say? What do you say when that happens to you? And then I'll tell you what I do. And again, guys, this is all based on personal philosophy. This is based on their outlook. It has nothing to do with you. And this is stuff that you can't fix when someone else is broken. You can't do that. Like for me, why I'm here with you guys, all I can do is I can try to lead you in the right direction. It's up to you. I can't work on your mindset for you. I can't. Okay? So I'll be here when you do. If it was important to you, you'd find a way. Ooh, I like that. If it was important to you, you'd find a way. Yeah, I mean, hey, Jim Rohn line, right? Jim Rohn, just talk about him. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll create an excuse. I mean, my gosh, everybody comment that below right now. That is the most important line of the day. Probably your life. Probably of your life. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll create an excuse. And that's true with anything in life, not just your business. Okay? Nicole says, we prioritize what's important. If it's important to you, then you'll find a way. Again, using that line right there. I'm capable. Yep. Sorry, I can't do it for you. Yep. Okay. So here's my response to that. Here's my response. Because, and this is how I look at it. You guys can look at it any way you want. I'm just giving you my take on it, right? But comment that below. Comment that line, please. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll create an excuse. When someone reaches out to me and they're like, oh, I'm broke, I don't have $25, insert excuse here, want. My first reaction is I delete the text. This is how I handle it. I delete the text. I don't even engage. Because experience kicking in now. How I've seen this happen and how this plays out over the years, over 7 years of doing this. Your job is not to convince someone that they can do it. They need to believe in themselves. And if you start to engage, if you start the process of engaging, and I know some of you guys had some really great things like, hey, if you really want to do it, you'll find a way, right? Of course. But then if you start going back and forth with them, well, I know I'm struggling, I'm broke, and let's say you go back and forth 9 times, or you're going back and forth all day trying to convince them that they can do this. You can really do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. And let's say for whatever crazy reason, they do decide to get started because, oh wait, now they do have the money. I can guarantee you 100% of the time that person is not going to last more than 30 days. Guarantee you. Because you know why? Because they're already broken. They're already broken up here. And not only that, you just wasted your energy, your powerful energy on trying to convince someone that has a broken mindset that they're not broken. Now you became a therapist and you're trying to convince them when it's not your job to convince them. And you just gave You gave all of your energy to someone who isn't ready for it. Okay? So for me, when someone reaches out with a broke mindset, I just move on. I don't even engage. That's me. That's me. Now, if someone has questions, that's a different story, but questions is not broke mindset. Questions is like, hey, what about the products, or what about the compensation plan, or like, how do we get paid, or whatever. Those are fine. Okay? So again, guys, the reason why I'm sharing this stuff, like, you got to realize the reason why here in our group, on our team, the reason why we talk about mindset and attitude so much, talk about books, we talk about investing into yourself, we talk about all those things, talking about Jim Rohn, telling us stories, talking about philosophies and the decisions that you're making. The reason why we talk about this stuff, guys, it's so much more important than anything else that's out there. It's more important than your funnels. It's more important than your short form videos. It's more important than getting out there on YouTube and using keywords. It's more important than going global. It's more important than any of that stuff. Because if you don't work on this, if you don't work on your mindset, your attitude, your philosophy, your outlook, how you see things, the decisions that you make every single day, if you're not working actively on those things, short form videos mean shit. YouTube means shit. Your funnels mean shit. Your leads mean shit. Yeah, I'm swearing. Toughen up, okay? None of that stuff matters. Because at some point, you're going to quit. At some point, you're going to give up. At some point, you're going to blame something other than yourself, or someone other than yourself, if your mindset and your attitude sucks. If you let it go down, if you stop believing, if you stop working on this, at some point, you're going to give up and you're going to point the finger away from yourself. But the whole point of today's talk, guys, is you need to realize you are where you are right now in this moment, in your mindset, your attitude, your bank account, your relationships. You are where you are because of the decisions that you have made. So own it. Own it. And know the best part. Know that whatever it is in life that you need to work on or get better at, you are capable. You can do it. You can invest into you. You can get books, audios. You can take the time you have. I promise you this, please. You have the time to do it. I don't care how busy your life is. You always have the time to work on you. Make you a priority. And all this other stuff, the business, the leads, the sales, all of that stuff will fall into place. I promise. I promise, guys. Please accept my experience over the years. Please, many of you guys know what I've been through, okay? If I can make it through that, and I can make it 7 years dealing with insane tragedy that no people should ever have to go through, and be here and rocking it and crushing it, if this guy can, so can you. We're not any different. We're not. It may seem like I'm more experienced, I'm more seasoned, I'm more skilled, I have more videos out. And the only difference is we're all, you ready for this? We're all reading the same book. We're all reading the same book. I'm just a few more pages in. I'm just a few more pages into the book than you are. That's it. That's it. So don't ever compare my chapter 70 to your chapter 10. Okay? I've just been doing it longer. I've just been around more, seasoned more. Why do you think, why do you think adults, people that are older than us, try to empower us with their wisdom? They tell stories. They share their experiences because they want us to learn. They want us to understand. So please understand that what we teach, what we offer here, your mindset, your attitude, your outlook, your philosophy, your daily decisions. We share this stuff with you because it's important, it's real, and it can help you if you let it. Okay? So yeah, I mean, Teresa, great comment. Teresa says, yes, I can't surround myself with negative people because at some point you're going to start that stinking thinking. You guys have all heard the phrase before. You are a reflection of the 5 closest people to you. And if you're surrounding, and by the way, that phrase, it doesn't mean the 5 literally physical people around you. Now, obviously, if you live with people, sure, but you might live by yourself. And if you're following certain content creators online and you're surrounding yourself with those people and those people are negative, well, guess what? Over time, you're going to be negative. Or if you live by yourself and your only outlet is watching the news, well, now you're surrounding yourself with negativity. Would it be any surprise that you're negative and you have a negative outlook? You have a negative philosophy? Again, your decisions that you make every single day. Think about that, okay? Yeah, Shannon, another great comment, great piece of feedback here. I think we've been taught and hardwired to create excuses and blame others. Time to flip your script. Of course, I mean, if you look at the majority of society, you know, you watch the news, it's negative. You go to work, it's negative. You're on break at work. If you're in, like, how many break rooms out there in Jobland are positive places? They're all negative. People bitching, complaining, right? So listen, guys, I'm not saying this stuff's easy. I'm not going to say that changing your philosophy, changing your outlook, you know, changing your day-to-day habits. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy. What I am telling you is that it can be done. Okay, again, personal experience. It can be done. Jim Rohn, personal experience. You know, the people that make it, the people that rise to the top, the people that rise above the crap. Cream rises to the top, right? The people that rise above all the BS out there. And the best part is, everything we're talking about here, guys, the best part about it is, it's all on you. You get to decide. So please utilize the tools, the resources, everything that you have at your fingertips. Utilize your head. Utilize everything that you have to get better. Make better decisions. Take better action. Be more accountable to yourself. Because the alternative is you just get stuck. You just get stuck in the wheel and you become like everybody else. Or you can stay plugged in, you can stay driven, you can stay motivated, you can stay working on yourself, and you can get better. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that people worry about, funnels, videos, editing, leads, sales, all that stuff, and I promise you this, all that stuff is small potatoes. It's small potatoes compared to what's in here. When this is strong, when this is driven, when this is positive, all the worry, all the frustration, all the angst of trying to figure stuff out, all the, you know, I don't think it's going to work. I don't know how to do this. Things are start working. All that stuff fades away. All that stuff fades away when this is on point. And that's the truth. Okay. So there you go, guys. There you go. And again, today's chat, all inspired by the late, great Jim Rohn. All because, for me, working on personal development each and every single day. And what I am feeling today, what I learned today, ILT at its finest right here, ladies and gentlemen. I invested my time this morning. I learned something. I've learned that 1,000 times, but I learned it again this morning. And now I am teaching that to you. So again, ILT at its finest. Now, maybe you guys want to go create a piece of content around what you learned today. Personal philosophy, making decisions every day, realizing that you are where you are in your life right now because of the decisions that you have made. It's a powerful thing. Take that. Please go do something with it. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Hey, you know what? Maybe tomorrow, maybe we're going to do something special tomorrow. Just maybe. I got to have a conversation with someone, and then I'll let you know. We might do something a little special tomorrow. So stay tuned. Get out there. Go crush it. Go rock it. The sales are flowing, guys. The sales are flowing. Go grab them. Everybody, let's go fishing today. Let's go fishing. Let's go grab some sales. Going out with a bang.